like she know. Say I demand weakness for the biggie bumper, you know. For the biggie bum, you know. Yeah. So what about the vibe? She just nice. Tell me what she like. She got a man. She think twice. Is the face fine? Say the face fine, yeah, she fine, of course. She did talk much and I'm quiet, of course. Perfect combi. She did do me things and I can't deny. Perfect combi. Slim waist, bumper. My face perfect combi. She did my waist. She don't look at anybody. Face perfect combi.
Okay.
Slim waist, bumper. My face perfect combi. She did my waist.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My only surprise and slight, but I know that I will be disappointed as well. My slight initial disappointment is the fact that all those wonderful South African and Nigerian songs were being played, including the Ghanaian songs. And creatives, we are still enjoying our seats. Whilst the dancing floor is opened, yesterday we mentioned it, that going forward, we are going to realize that once the song is on, we must show that we are creatives. We must demonstrate it and feel it. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for coming into this auditorium for the inaugural or the maiden edition of the AfCFTA Creatives Connect Afrika. Some people were asking why we have the spelling of Africa the way it is. So it is K. For those of us who are not aware, this is our first education. Those of us who are not aware, if you are aware already, we will let you be. But for those of us who are not aware, this is our first education. The reasons why we have South Africans here, people from Cape Verde are here, Algeria is here, Cote d'Ivoire is beautifully dressed, and we're going to see them upstage, is because we are connecting our cultures. We are connecting what we do across the continent of Africa. And that is what the AfCFTA is about, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The Afrika is a Swahili word for Africa, and it's supposed to be spelled with K. So we are not wrong. Somebody was asking me outside, oh, but you people, aren't you misleading the young people? How do you spell Africa with a K? Africa is spelled K in Swahili. Do we have some Swahili folks here? Let's hear you, Swahili. Asante sana, that's the one I can remember. But I'll learn the rest as we move on. I have seen that South Africa wants to show us that they are also here. Fully and ably represented. I see some South Africans here. Well dressed. Can we have some? Let's give them a big round of applause, South Africa. Can we see you? Let's see you. I love the outfits. Please be on your feet. They can't see you. Can you come closer? Please come closer. Let's put our hands together for South Africa. Do we have more South Africans? Please come. I love the outfits. Come closer. If there's any country that can compete today, they should begin to gear up. I saw Cote d'Ivoire as well. South Africa, we need you closer. Come give your people moral support. The Chief Executive of Creative Arts in Ghana, he's here, he's watching. Let's see how the Ghanaians compete with what we are seeing. Beautiful. You see? This is what we're talking about. Let's put our hands together. Let's keep clapping for them. South Africa, we are here. There are more coming. Let's wait for all of them. More South Africans around, please. Good. Some are outside. Yes, they are coming in. I mean, before we take off, we'll have all of them in. And before we end, we'll hear from them. Please, what do you make of this outfit? If you are not from South, what do we make of it? This is what Africa is about. This is what connecting the continent is all about. Show up and show up well. Show up in colors. South Africa, what do you have to say to us? Why this? Why do you feel so much pride in your country, pride in your attire, pride in your culture and all of that? One of you just tell us, please. Let's put our hands together for them, please. No pressure, we need to learn from you.
Sanibonani. Sanibonani.
Respond.
Sanibonani. So when I say Sanibonani, you say yebo. And mangithi ninjani, you say siyaphila. All right, my name is Zodwa Msimangansi Bande. So I have a brand called Zulu Madam. Basically, the whole essence behind the brand is to showcase the Zulu culture. It's not that visible on this particular print, but it's there. There is something that Zulu women wear, married Zulu women. It's called isicholo or intloko. I'll attempt to bring one tomorrow so that it's clearly visible. So that's how the whole brand came about, to celebrate the Zulu culture. So we created our own prints, just taking different, elements of the Zulu culture. And here the colors are simply inspired by the South African flag, and it's called the Patriot print, the one that I'm wearing right now. I think I'll invite my friend who's wearing isibhakta to also come say something about isibhakta.
Molweni, so I am Sipuxolo Mazwi. I am from the Xhosa tribe in South Africa, where Nelson Mandela is from. Yes, I'm the descendant of the legends. So I am wearing umbhaqo. Umbhaqo is worn by Xhosa women who are married, but I am not married. I am not married, but I just came to represent because I really like to represent my culture or the African culture, whether I am in South Africa, Africa, or around the world, because this is part of me and I am very proud. I cannot be busy wearing a suit whilst I have vibrant colors that are coming from Africa. So I am wearing umbhaqo, so I just wanted to demonstrate. So this is an apron, so the married woman should not just be wearing their skirts anyhow, and then this is...
Those here can't see.
But then how am I going to speak?
Okay, come here.
Okay, and then this is a peplum. Though it is now modernized, it is called umbing because... Because the married woman should not be showing their anyash anyhow. And then the beads are just for accessories. And then the married women in the Xhosa culture do cover their head as a sign of respect. So this is iskova or iqhiya, to cover your head. So I can see Mr. Kwacha is looking at me. Mr. Kwacha is married to a Xhosa lady in South Africa. So, you didn't say that it's censored information. So I'm not sure why is he looking at me like that. Maybe he's surprised of me describing how a Xhosa woman dresses. So this is umbhaqo from the Xhosa culture. Thank you.
Don't go yet. Yes, we want to see that. Beautiful. But I'm interested in one aspect of everything that has just gone on right now. You see, the pronunciation of the Xhosa, or even where there is K in your statement, you see, it's like, it's an X. And that's how you pronounce it. Mr. Kwacha is a Ghanaian, and he's married to a Xhosa. Is he able to pronounce this? Mr. Kwacha, are you able to pronounce this? No, we'll hear from you because you are going to make a presentation. We'll hear from you. Concede your difficulties in your marriage. Because we appreciate you, and I love this. And you don't have, so far you don't have competitors. Let me acknowledge the presence of the Kenyan ambassador in the house. Let's put our hands together for the Kenyan ambassador. Not yet, don't go. We clapped for him, the first one, because he's here. The second one is also because he was one of the first people to arrive here, just like the CEOs. He got here very early, around 7-ish. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for showing up. Let me also acknowledge that we have the Deputy European Union Commissioner also here with us. Let's acknowledge him with a big round of applause. and quite a number of distinguished fellows are here. Since the ambassador is here, of Kenya, he has promised that the Kenyans are going to overtake you. We are hoping to see that happen, but for now, all of us put our hands together for South Africa. Thank you, South Africa. Thank you so much for coming. I saw Ivory Coast. I need to bring Ivory Coast. If I don't bring Ivory Coast up here, I wouldn't be forgiven. Côte d'Ivoire. Côte d'Ivoire, where are you? Oh, Côte d'Ivoire. You see, when they come here, you realize that South Africa indeed has a competition. They have come. Côte d'Ivoire has come, and I know they won't disappoint. We are going to pull them up shortly. But distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as I initially mentioned, we sincerely apologize for the late start. It's important that we got ourselves up in the mood for the morning. Protocol is all observed, and we're about starting all the activities for this morning, and this all-important inaugural ceremony of the AfCFTA Maiden Creatives Connect Africa. As you may have noticed, creatives have come all the way from Africa. Every corner of this continent are represented here, and you have begun seeing some of them already. When protocol allows, we will show all those who are coming in. Some were even lobbying to start their music activities right now, but we'll spare that for another time. Let's pick up all our speeches. Let's hear from the dignitaries who are here, and then we can start with that. With a big round of applause, we're going to invite upstage the coordinator of the Black Star Experience, Mr. Rex Owusu-Mafo, to give us the opening remarks. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Rex Owusu-Mafo. Mr. Rex Soma, we call him. We can do it better, and we can enjoy his music if we have it ready before he takes the stage. Rex Soma.
Good morning, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. I will first and foremost, I apologize for our late in starting this program. It's all due to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana, is supposed to be the guest, our special guest of honor. But as you all are well aware, there has been an emergency. So I was trying to be 100% sure that through the emergency, His Excellency can still be here because he is seriously and has put in a lot of value on this project. So I just want you to know the situation. As I stand, he can bump in anytime. And I'm hoping that that will happen. But he just told me that I should still go and continue with the project, and he would see what he can do because what has happened is something that he can't also leave. So let us have that in mind. I will now give my formal opening remarks. Your Excellencies, Ministers of State, members of the Diplomatic Corps, senior government officials, distinguished partners, visionary creatives, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is with a profound honor and privilege to welcome you all to the formal opening of the second day of the Creatives Connect Africa project. We are particularly grateful for the presence of Your Excellencies and senior officials. Your leadership is not merely ceremonial, it is foundational. For the vision we harbor for the African creative economy cannot be realized without the partnership of those who shaped policy and steer our nation's development. As the coordinator of the Black Star Experience Secretariat, I stand before you today not to just celebrate our continent's extraordinary talent, but to present a clear-eyed case for the architectural framework required to transform this talent into sustained economic prosperity. This framework rests on 6 critical pillars, where public sector leadership and private sector innovation must converge. First strategy is funding. We are moving beyond viewing the arts as the cost to recognizing the creative industry as a high-growth investment sector. We invite your partnership to co-creating innovative financing models, from film funds and cultural investment bonds to venture capital to creative tech that de-risk the sector and unlock its vast potential. The second is integrated marketing access or market access. A song composed in Accra should flow as freely to Kinshasa as it does to Abidjan. Your Excellencies, we seek your collaboration in harmonizing policies and reducing barriers so that our creatives can truly access a single continental market envisioned by the AfCFTA. But to access markets, we need modern distribution channels. We are building the digital highway, but we require the supportive regulatory frameworks that you can provide. This ensures that our music, films, and art can travel across borders seamlessly, telling African story on our own terms. This leads to the fourth pillar, enabling infrastructure. World-class talent deserves world-class studios, innovation hubs, and performance spaces. We commend the government already investing in these areas and encouraging others to see creative infrastructure not as luxury, but as critical national infrastructure for the 21st century economy. The fifth one is technology and sovereignty. In the age of AI and blockchain, we must be the architects, not the tenants. We seek your support in crafting policies that encourage the adoption of these technologies to protect intellectual property, create new art forms, and ensure Africa shape its own digital destiny. Finally, and crucially, seamless payment systems. The current fragmentation of payment systems across our continent stifles growth. We humbly call upon your offices to champion the integration of cross-border payment solutions. This will ensure that a young graphic designer in Lagos can be paid instantly and transparently by a client in Nairobi, finally connecting talents directly and to reward them. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the call to action is clear. The African creative economy is ready for takeoff. With your partnership in policy and our commitment in practice, we will not just build a table for ourselves, but a thriving economic ecosystem that benefits all our nations. Thank you for your esteemed presence and your vital attention. Let us build this future together. Medasi.
You can increase the volume of that song because it's in order. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Rex Oman. And the song you are listening to was sung by the man who just addressed you. Shall we put our hands together once again for Mr. Rex Oman? Legendary musician in this country, having contributed so much to the creative industry in the country and still doing so in different capacities. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned, we are going by the agenda that we have at the moment, and we'll just go with the running order. A few protocols will make the changes as we move on. We are going to hear from the chief executive officers of major institutions that are here those that have come from other countries as well. Gabon, let me, by the way, acknowledge the Minister of Tourism in Gabon. I spotted him. He mentioned he had to step out. He will come back in. Once he's in, we will invite His Excellency to also come up stage and for all of us to see and acknowledge him. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you. The creative industry is a major business, and that's how yesterday we got the understanding that we should see it as a major business thriving on the continent and making waves. That is one of the reasons, and I believe the major reasons why the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Investment Promotion Council is even seated here. And as we heard from Mr. Rex Omar, that sector is a major investment sector for this country and this continent. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a lot more will be said about this creative industry for which you have traveled to this country, Ghana. At this point, I'm going to invite the man coordinating affairs on behalf of the continent as far as tourism and creativity is concerned on the continent of Africa. He's in charge and the Chief Executive Officer of Africa Tourism Partners. He's based in South Africa. We just got a win that he's married to a South African as well. And he's struggling to speak Xhosa. Let's put our hands together and welcome Mr. Kwache Donko, a Ghanaian married to a Xhosa. We can increase that volume and keep clapping for Mr. Kwache. He might surprise us with a Xhosa dance.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I didn't know that my whole CV is going to read on stage here. I would have been in this room. But I know that SIPO is trying to protect her territory, hence making it sure that I don't speak to anyone, no one speaks to me. But a disclaimer, I've got MBA. I think Professor Kobe knows what that means. Married but still available. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for this great opportunity. We are privileged to be part of this special initiative. We would like to extend great appreciation to the government of Ghana for welcoming us to your home through the presidency and the Black Star Experience, Mr. Rex Omar. We are extremely grateful for this opportunity. We also want to take this opportunity to thank the AfCFTA Secretariat for making this a reality through His Excellency Wamkele under the leadership of a lady, a very special lady, Emily. And I would like you to stand up. You see, it's important for us to recognize the women. There are two men. You may please have your seat. We got Rex from the presidency. He got me here. And there's one woman, and the woman showed us that thing can be done. And that is what Mandela said, it's always impossible until it is done. So Emily, thank you. And more importantly, I would like to thank all the speakers, the partners who have made this day possible. I know the thank you and acknowledgement will come, but I'll prefer when I get to someone's home, I thank them for welcoming me into their home before I say what I need to say. So we are extremely grateful for this opportunity. Today, to me, is a very special moment. As you might have seen, our company is Africa Tourism Partners, and people will ask, what are you doing here? Those who know us, we are a business advisory in the tourism space, and we work across the continent. We work with the United World Tourism Organization, which is UN Tourism. We are proud and privileged to say that we are their lead business advisory and consulting firm on the continent. As we do our work day in and day out, we realize that tourism and the creative sector are joined at the hip. They are inseparable twins, and particularly on this continent. And why do I say that? The reason is very simple. Creatives is about what I said yesterday. It's about music, it's about fashion, it's about films, it's about gastronomy, it's about cultural artifacts. The list goes on if you look at the creative industry value chain. And each piece of the items that I'm talking about, with the subsets within them, are connected to tourism at every single point of the tourism value chain. When people come to your country, they want to see the museums. That is design, that is creativity. They want to buy artifacts, they want to buy clothes that they want to wear to show that they've been to the country. In Ghana will be kente, in Kenya will be maybe the Maasai dress, whatever that you could talk about. Whether it's a bag, and I like the inspiration we got from the lady from Botswana, Koki, yesterday, how her fashion has been inspired by a lot of it. We saw the rock paintings that she was showing, and that is part of tourism. On top of that, Gen Zs, I'm sure that Oxford Street will be very busy this week. The clubs are there, and people are going to paint the city red, and they will dance, they will smile, they will do a whole lot of things. That is part of tourism, but at the same time, it's part of the creative industry. And these days, with our iPhone, we document every single movement, every single activity, every single event that takes place on our tourism journey, from the point of departure to the point of arrival and back to our homes. And what is very interesting is that everything is Instagrammable. By the time we get to the destination, people know what we are eating, people know where we are sleeping, people know what we are doing, and that is part of the creative industry. So the creative industry is the epicenter of tourism. And that is why we realize that we have to now take that sector seriously. So for the past 3 years, we've been working with the AfCFTA, as I alluded to yesterday, and we felt that we cannot just talk about it, something has to happen. Now, what we realize, the grassroots, the emerging talents, the up-and-coming entrepreneurs within the sector are usually disadvantaged. They don't get the funding, they don't get recognized, their work gets stolen. We can talk and talk. Maureen talked about intellectual property yesterday. What does that mean? We have to be intentional and do something about this. And it's for that reason that we are all gathered here today. And we believe that there are a lot of opportunities. The guys who spoke yesterday talk about collaboration, the musicians. So my point here, before we leave this room, let's connect and collaborate, right? People talk about passion yesterday. Let's make sure we have the passion behind what we are doing. And more importantly, we got to make sure we sustain whatever takes place in this room. And what that means is that we got to invest our time, our resources, and make sure we commercialize. It doesn't matter how little it is. I don't believe, personally, charity is sustainable. It's never, because you'll not get the money back to reinvest into where you get it from. So the creatives in the room, as we basically embark on this journey together, let's start thinking, how do we convert the relationship, the connections that we've made here into a commercial project, that one day we will say, Creative Connect Africa made a dent in my life, and I'm grateful. On this note, I would like to say thank you to all of you, and I'm privileged to be part of this. Thank you.
can put our hands together once more for Mr. Kwache. If not for anything, for his ability to integrate in the South African system for about 40 years and counting. Let's put our hands together once again for Mr. Kwache. All right. And I like that song. Keep it. We are going to use it to do our competition next. It's a special one that has been requested. As I just got a message that this song should be used for our competition. It's coming from the South Africans. So we'll see who overtakes them. Ghana has just given me a signal that no, we can't be in this country. We have dressed nicely in our kente. Mr. Kwache has talked about our kente, and you don't want us to come and show our kente here. Ghana, I will let you come, otherwise I'll be disowned from this land. So Ghana will be showing what they have. Kenya has promised me, Miss Emily will be leading the Kenyans to come. And then I see Cape Verde. I also see Lesotho. Miss Gemma, can we see you? Gemma, I can't see you. Lesotho, let's see you. Botswana. And I see Ethiopia. Ethiopia, do I see Wengel? Ethiopia is also here. Now, there's going to be a lot of competition. We will do a formation dance